need to be controlled.
How is that, man? How is that?
Well, you take some rope and you tie them up in the hand and the feet.
He like bondage.
Okay.
What you know
Now,
about that? Let me handle this, Doc.
I'll be next after. Go ahead and handle it, Doc.
What
Go
you know
ahead,
about
go
that
ahead.
bondage? Now we're talking. You like to be whipped? Hello?
Oh,
You like to be
man.
whipped?
That's a different show. That's a different
No,
show.
no.
Way different show.
It's on this show. Do you
That's
like to
this
be
on this
tied
show.
up?
You talking about it's on
Tied
this
up,
show?
tangled up. I'm tied
I
up.
was just
I'm tangled up
responding
in
to you.
Jesus.
There ain't no Jesus.
Don't. Oh, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
But Jesus was tied up and tangled up.
I'm not gonna that was on the cross.
No, it wasn't either. He was at Peter's house. Now go back. Misunderstood. Misunderstood. Must be talking about spontaneous. Go back to being tied up. Tell us about that.
Okay.
You tell me about it because you say you like they want.
I didn't say nothing about that
You say
at all. No, I ain't saying nothing. Don't put that in my mouth. Because I'm trying to figure out what
Oh,
you black
God.
women want. Y'all either want a bank account.
account.
Y'all want either a bank account, a low self-esteem man,
The
or a
run over.
man that's a man, but when he get home, he becomes a wussy.
Not
And you can't talk when you're there. You can't talk on the phone. You just yeah, man. What's up, Doc? How you doing?
but
I got
you
friends.
know, not all females are like that.
True.
Let me tell you something.
And then besides that, most cats that's like that, let's be real. So like you always say, let's be real. We in the trenches. Most cats that's like that is being sneaky.
What's that mean?
They creeping. Or if they not creeping, they just being conniving. Completely.
Well, one thing about a woman, she knows she married to a hoe.
Well,
You ain't that.
but that's my point.
And
if
the man
she's a,
knows
if
too.
she's a stronger, if
he
she
just can't out creep her.
And that's it goes back to what I'm saying. If she is the stronger out of the two, why she's with a lesser partner than her?
She
and then complain. Is she being whipped sexually?
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
And as Bernie Mac would say, give up the dick.
Yeah, you know what? That's a real answer, because let's be honest. A lot of times we look at couples and people even married, we'd be like, "Why are y'all two married? Y'all always arguing, getting into it." And then you see the guy like, "Okay, yeah, I know why." He's putting up with it.
They both are ugly. And most time they both are ugly. Anyway.
I mean,
and they can't get nobody else.
But I really,
it ain't like a me that you see and desire, and they get each other, and they both know they're ugly, and they can't get nobody else, so they might as well die together, and they'll worry each other to death.
Well,
and next thing you know, they're losing hair.
You know what they say? Two ugly folks can make a pretty baby.
I don't know.
Hopefully,
I ain't seen one
hopefully.
yet.
Oh God!
I told you I went to see the Planet of the Apes until my phone was in the
Oh man, we got another gorilla.
Yeah, man. That's something about the gorilla. But I tell you this is that listen, women are looking for. I don't know what these black women want nowadays, because they go from wanting to be loved, wanting to be cared, and they used to be protected. Hell, I don't know what they want now.
No, they want to be independent.
Spontaneous queen.
Let's be real about it. The biggest thing that's being pushed, and I said that in this previous episode, is like, I want to be independent. I have my own money, car, and all this. I don't cook and clean and all the other stuff.
Come back and see me when you get it.
But here's the thing, though. That is the worst kind of attitude to have in an actual relationship. You can't do that. Like, I'm not gonna put up with a woman that wants to pretty much run over me unless I'm a sucker. I'm not doing that bullshit. Like, what do I look like? Just letting you do what you want, talk to me any kind of way, and then pretty much still feel and act like I'm the man of the house or supposed to be some kind of provider. That's that bullshit that's being pushed in this culture right now. And music, big time. Only that, and it's probably why I'm being most criticized, because I can't set up with the bullshit. And I don't give a damn.
Television shows and movies and shit like that.
Well, I guess I'm gonna keep pissing people off because I can't stand that shit. Straight up.
Let's hear from Queen, because Queen is about as quiet as the church mouse pissing on cotton. She just kind of sitting there.
You can hear that mouse licking on ice right now.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm just listening to y'all.
Now, you said on one show you wanted you an old freak.
I don't remember saying that.
I remember. I write stuff down.
I remember saying that.
I'm gonna let her speak, but let's keep this in mind. The thing that's different, like I wish we had somebody else, because like Spontaneous, she listens. That's more out of what
she
we
don't
want.
talk like them other women. Just talk.
The other ones don't. That's who we also know. We probably need to run an episode and grab one of them, because those the ones causing the biggest fucking issue.
Get them hoes on. Get them on.
Get 2 or 3 of them
Mr.
to act
Producer,
like that.
That's your job. Send them
Because
a
those
but
ones
you know, those are the ones
with.
that are scared to even get on here
And that's the
say
fucking,
anything.
but here, that's what I'm talking about. They quick to say all this behind the trenches, all over the internet. But when we be like, you know what, speak your opinion on this, so we
They
can
be like, y'all don't listen
quiet.
to y'all don't pay attention, right?
Then get your ass on the damn show then, so we can hear you out.
Mm-hmm.
But get mad when we start speaking our voice about it. We invited you.
Yeah, and all Spontaneous do is smile and show that little fading shade of eyelash and a hint of blush.
Get back.
Yes.
And a trim line of her lips. And her hair cocked over her
This
eye.
whole topic then switched.
And her nose that trickles and her neck that leans to the left or to the right, which shows the carotid artery, which lets you know she's vulnerable. Because anytime you lean your neck like that, you're vulnerable. Someone cutting your throat, and when you rap into a woman and she lean that neck, she trying to tell you she's vulnerable. When she slang that hair, what you're saying is it's just old school stuff.
Just saying, you might as well be like,
talking right, Spontaneous.
You're talking right.
You might as well say like this is in the
topic.
Way off topic. Just saying, you might as well be like, this is the night hour with In the Trenches. With him,
give me something after In the Trenches. That's what.
Oh God, see,
we're gonna talk Sheets and Freaks.
You might as well give him that whole show.
All right, they're gonna be calling you. They're gonna be calling
Sheets, and they already do it. No one else, no instant messenger. I get so many people asking me something on instant message and sending me friend requests and on TikTok. And everything want me to talk. I ain't talking to nobody because you're a fraud. They're
trying to get you to be a sugar daddy. That's what that is.
I just send them a message. There's some frauds in this house. If you see them, pawn them out. There's some frauds in this house. If you see, there's some hoes. There's some freaks in this house. If you see them, pawn them out. There's some thugs in this house.
Now, my question to you, he said, you know, you sugar daddy. You know, what kind of sugar you got up in you?
Sweet and low.
Sugar Daddy Baker.
I'm sweet and low, Baker. I'll be sweet, and we're gonna buy everything low. I'm a sweet and low man.
Spontaneous over there just shaking her head. She
ain't got no kind of dance.
I'm out of control.
I need to start doing like some of them freaks I be seeing in dominant culture.
I need to put some more vodka
the spooky
in this.
folk. That's vodka you drinking. You drinking. You coming with us tomorrow, man? Can you come get me Spontaneous and drive me to this event tomorrow morning? You gotta be here at 6:30. And you drop me off and come back and get me. I'm going with the fellas. They're gonna take me out to a river and baptize me. I don't know why.
I don't think there's gonna be doing no baptizing, but okay.
Let me pause for station identity. Hold on, because somebody asked me, and I don't know nothing about this. By the time this show is over, I'm over to the next. But Josh, you need to tell people where they can get this cup at. I told the people I've been having the cup sitting up there for marketing purpose. Don't be bitter, be better.
And execute.
Yeah, I see execute, but mine don't have it.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Hold on, man. Don't be better.
Don't be bitter. Be better. And then execute.
I see it
Yeah,
right
I
there.
took that off. I put something
It's
else
right.
there.
Okay. That,
But listen, if you go to Patreon, you go to In the Trenches and talk to them, people, let the people see. And because we do support the veterans, and let's do a little commercial and stuff and talk about that, because this may be too hot to handle tonight for some of you. I wish we had some of them old freaks on there, them old mothers who are turning 65 who just stopped wearing them big drawers and they don't wear nothing no more. I mean, but let's push the pot up now. In the Trench, if you want the cup, you got a T-shirt we used to wear. We don't wear it anymore.
Yeah, T-shirt right here.
And
Real and Raw T-shirt. Hey, but
listen,
yeah, you want to go to our website, In the Trenches, INTHA Trenchespodcast.com. Check out our store for the hottest and the latest gear that's out there now.
let the link stroll, because most of these people watching us went to public school.
Oh, well, the link is always scrolling. So, you know, if they can't read and can't comprehend what's at the bottom, then, you know, their attention span is pretty short.
Now, why somebody just sent me a message? I done told y'all about sending me messages while I'm online. I mean, it's the weekend. This could be some kind of, you know. Hey, let me.
The weekend.
Well, let me see. Can I just kind of show y'all, so everybody want to see? Well, maybe we'll do it behind the scenes. But can y'all see this stuff? Am I doing this right?
Anybody want to the camera? There
okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
We got all kind of stuff. You wouldn't know why I wear shades. I don't smoke no weed. Maybe sometime dealing with y'all, I need to hide my eyes ain't red.
With us, I'm already hard.
I'm talking to the people out further yonder. And my text says, "What you eating?" I'm eating some. What these spontaneous? What are these called? Peter seeds.
Oh God!
Some kind of Peter seed.
Yeah, it may be for other Peter.
No, I'm not.
So
let me say this.
I want to once you say it, because I want to ask Spontaneous another question.
Well,
after
Spontaneous, I have a question for her. Help me with this one, Chris.
Uh-oh.
Chris, I thank God for you, good man. I get to see you tomorrow. I'm gonna give you a big hug and we're gonna take a picture. Cheers. But you ain't never invited me out. You're a pimp poet. I mean,
yeah.
You said
he hadn't invited me, so you ain't
that man with a rap that'll has a rap on poet that'll take the skin off an alligator back. And every time I hear him speaking, I can only see not water falling, but panties just dropping.
I'm not about to play with y'all.
I said,
I will invite y'all to.
Man, you gotta go follow this man, people. Where we can find, because he can make some panties drop for the preachers. I mean,
you gonna make me sit in the Lord's house?
No, you can go to the whole house and they will come to your house. Trust me. The way you be making them lettuce peel off and throw on the stage and stuff, and they be throwing them wigs and panties and some of them don't have to throw.
Lord.
I wouldn't entertain you right now, but I'm not going to do that right now.
The question I want to ask Spontaneous.
No, I got a question you can handle. Okay, 5 minutes. Spontaneous, you've been single a long time. What's wrong with you? Why you can't find a good one-figure man?
Who said I'm single?
No, you single. You single. Why you can't find you an intelligent? You probably one of the most intelligent black women I ever met, beside misunderstood, and a lot of these rest of these thugs that be calling me and harassing me and doing other stuff that I may have to inform this crew here to me in case I come up missing.
Oh, see, I'm
telling you.
Dating with a purpose. You don't, because you're single don't mean you have to jump in any relationship.
No. Go back up. You ain't gonna just run this train like that. You're a beautiful black woman, intelligent, entrepreneur, business and work, and do whatever you do to make it happen. Why are you still to make it happen?
It's by choice, actually. It's by choice.
By choice. Okay, I can now you're talking my talk. See, I'm single, not because I've been abandoned by anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just isolated by choice. Because I'm not picking up the first thing that gets off the bus. Especially the yellow bus, the short one. And now they got them real short. And I think the shorter the buses are now, the crazier because they're putting one person on it.
Buses are short now.
And I mean, I ain't trying to do this to get likes and clicks and bacon and all that. Is I think some of the most intelligent, and I'm serious about this, and brilliant and smart women go to the hood. Now there's a lady. Now I can't see because I don't have my government glasses. She just said something. What's the topic? All right.
Why powerful women?
Hold on. I ain't crazy. Mr. Producer, now you threatened to fire me.
You sure?
You threatened me already. Straighten up. Okay. Well, this lady just said, I'm still on opinion on Sexy Red. Oh, Sexy
God,
Red.
Please don't.
They bring that up.
Please don't bring her
Hold
back
on.
up.
Let me think. Sexy Red. Bow, bow, bow. Is that
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't like her a few months ago. I like her now because I get it. I get it. Sexy
Get out the house.
Have no baby. Hey, she said something. Is that the same? I don't know. I get them mixed up.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Now James Davis says, Mr. Davis, and Miss Ray, and Jefferson, and I don't know who that is. Sexy Red is not hot. She sure is hot. The way she be bending over, Mr. Davis, she's hot. She hot. Listen, she hotter than a plate lunch.
Like
Okay?
that, but
And you said something.
Look-wise,
I'm gonna hit like so Mr. Davis can see. Since the producer of the show, he's kind of scared sometimes. And I'm gonna hit this, and I'm gonna hit this, and I hit Ray. We was trying to get her into the show. She said this. I hope they're talking to us. Oh yes. Sexy Red is not hot. She's not intended to be hot. She was intended to be a hoe and a freak. And she was on a cowboy show for the good vanilla people, the dominant culture. She was shaking and she got down and she bent her knees and she made it bounce, 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 bounce. And I said, God, this is not good for men to be alone. Bounce, 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 bounce.
bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, my God.
And I hurry up and got this book so I can bounce in that because I said, she making me want to get up in the middle of the night when I should be asleep and go freak. I mean, did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, it doesn't matter. But what's the topic tonight?
He done forgot
Why
the whole
are
damn
hoes alone? I mean,
that is not the topic.
That's not the topic. Why powerful women choose to date men of lesser strength?
What?
Why powerful women choose to date men of lesser strength?
Because they weak.
Is that true? Spontaneous?
Oh,
I would have to say that. Yeah.
Ray South.
Thank you.
Joshine, see, can
They
she
ain't
get
gonna
in because I like her opinions about stuff.
Here's
Send Ray South. You know who that is.
Here's something I think that it goes on a lot.
Seriously,
that they
get in because I want to ask her
never-
about something she posted.
Here's something I think that goes on a lot that they probably never admit. Like, I'm not talking to you, but the other selective few is like they try to cover it all the time with emotions. You ever seen someone that
They say this
when
is
you
interesting.
hit a nerve or something that really bothers them, or especially their insecurities, that they go from acting calm to now aggravated or upset or blaming you or it's your fault. And I'm like, if it wasn't such an issue or it didn't have nothing to do with you, why are you upset?
You go to hell. Hold on 1 second. Let me have this here.
They don't know how to control their emotions.
A woman said to me, I think it's on YouTube, Instagram. Yeah, I wish y'all could see it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different views of us. But I guess Joshie need to handle that. She said, you look better with your glasses out. Look, girl, I look better anyway. If I go to Target t-shirt, you don't draw. You don't tell me how I look. That ain't no compliment to me. Hell, what's wrong with you? You just lonely and depressed and you ain't got nobody. And you one of them after hour ladies.
You know, I actually like that
probably
response.
send me a message.
I look better either way.
Freak. I know a freak when I hear one. You want to, because I know the windows is the eye to the soul, and most people in funerals and services, they hide their eyes because they don't want to see you crying and looking around. And I don't understand that. I do it because of the bright lights and freaks at night. Okay? And stuff. And when you hear the ding, I ain't going to answer. I just got my number. But you a freak, and I know how y'all operate. You want to see my eyes to the soul? You're gonna see goodness, but you won't get to experience this goodness. Now, if you do, you may, I don't know, because you may be one of them type, you could be a killer.
I'm not about to play.
No, I'm for real. I had a lady knock on my door the other night, and I'm in a very, very, very.
You got people
private
stalking
area.
you in your house?
Man, the lady knocked on the night. I got it
Oh,
on
God.
camera, dog. And tell me, I was talking to Joshie.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember what I said? Hold on, brother. Woman knocking on the door, talking about, and I know this area, man. She looking for what was it called? Airbnb.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you
I
got one of
remember.
those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I normally don't answer, but I answered it. Pew pew.
Not the pew pew.
And I don't answer my door. You must have answered that call. And I almost had to eat because she had a bunch of bags and looked kind of.
Bacon about to get took out, y'all.
I ain't crazy. I may be old. Ain't no damn food now. I'm gonna tell you that.
So you
Bacon's
Texas, you better be
I'm
carrying a gun.
dangerous. No, I'm very dangerous. You come over here and exercise the power within your leg and kick this door.
No, he did
I'm
not
gonna
just say
kick back.
So
Tell
I
me he
guarantee
did
you
not
that
just
so
say
Remington
now,
87
let me ask
knocking on my door.
spontaneous. Now, because of what the topic is it now being part of a culture, being added to the culture of people, not just black, but all females? Is this now a new culture that's taking place? Because I see even the Generation Zs are doing the same foolishness as the old fools.
Phew.
Man, you pick who you are.
No,
are.
That was a
Yeah.
soft way to answer the
Spontaneous. Why
You are.
are you without a man? That's what I want.
Oh
I
God.
told you. It's by choice.
Choice.
Well, what do? Y'all hear that freak?
I'm not about
I'm
to
not
play.
only. I'm serious, man. I'm serious.
I plead the fifth.
Joshie, thank you. Let me do something unnatural. Let's give our
Unnatural.
host a hand clap. But it ain't that bad, man. Come on. Let's give our host. Man, this man, where your hands at, girl? You guys, if you're not, you need to become a subscriber. And it don't cost nothing to click the little button on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, slap back your mama back and all of
Slap
other
back
things.
your mama back.
Yeah, and subscribe to Patreon, and you'll get updates and get newsletter. You get cup T-shirts, and we may be coming out with a G-string that says strictly "You're in the trenches."
He didn't advertise that, y'all. Just in case y'all just jumping in, he did not advertise.
Yeah, we got everything. We got T-shirts and panties. I got my T-shirts and my panties on. This in the trenches. Don't you come over here being a choir boy. Now you educated and you the best photographer. This man can make magic with photography. He's slick with that poet. And, I know it. I follow you. You don't invite me. I get it.
I'll invite you. Next time I go to an event, I'm going to spend the whole
Let me tell you something.
I'll invite you to the event.
I got my calendar here. And
Okay.
Because I am booked up all the way to, I don't want to lie.
Don't lie now.
To August on the weekends. I'm speaking, unfortunately, they let me into churches.
Oh, they let you in
From
the
churches
now.
to weddings. Now look, I do some of the best. Hey man, seriously, Chris, and I'm going to be winging at a couple on the 26th. That's tomorrow or that's Sunday? What is Sunday?
Sunday's the 26th, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Doc, I'm gonna tell them to come out. You can sometimes you got to know slick. Let me tell you something. Let's deviate for a minute. Let me tell you something about some business. And let me help the man. Come on. Raise up. I like that. Been like that again, Spontaneous.
Hell no.
You did that. Do that again.
He ain't got no damn sense.
Do it one more.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Drop whatever you dropped.
Oh, he dropped.
Sugar Daddy Bacon. Chill.
Oh, sweet and low. Sweet and low.
Sweet
Come
and low
on,
bacon.
sweet and low. Sweet and low. I'm gonna tag my name. Somebody say this is hilarious.
He ain't got no damn sense.
You a first timer. She's a first timer. Why we don't get men? We get men watch us, but the women say something. That mean they single and mingling. I live on Bissonnette, people.
You on Bissonnette?
Yeah,
That explains everything.
That's where I live.
You in the hot track.
I don't want some of these people to find me. But listen. I understand this here is Chris. You do a good job. I watch you and you speak. I love poetry. I watch. I read. Oh, it's online, but of course I'm a reader. And the vanilla people taught me something.
Not the vanilla.
And they said this in the old days: to keep the Negro uneducated, put it in the books.
That's true.
Because the
That is
Negro
true.
is not going to read. And
That
because
is true.
it's the same method. Now let me drop this bomb here. How do you tame an elephant?
Get them mentally.
Well, remember, they take the elephant ankle and tie a chain around him.
Oh, I already know where you're going.
And he thinks he
understand that
can
concept.
break that with his ton of weight. Psychologically, he don't try to break away from that because he think, but when he understands his power, that this little chain can't hold me, one shake, I can break. That's how they tame an elephant. The dominant culture have learned to tame Black America psychologically. And if you tame them psychologically, you tame them emotionally, psychologically, financially, and spiritually. And what we have to learn to do is start breaking away from the power that makes us think this is the far as we can go. But when that elephant, if he just understands that he has such an far beyond human capacity of a memory, and then the strength can't be matched by a human. But he just refused to exercise that power. And I know what we're talking about couples. Women and men can be in relationships where they're too weak to break away, but they're strong enough to sit there every day and bear the pain. I heard an old philosopher say this, and the reason I quote it tonight is I think it was Cinco de Mayo. Was leaving my niece's house south of here, way 50 miles. And I had to meet this guy because he was whining and he was going through this, and he's watching the show tonight. And I met him I said, well, man, I'm going to hang with my family. It's going to be late. Long story short, when I got to his house where they live in the area, very bougie area. I mean, you turn on the street and homes for sale, but they started at 700,000. So y'all kind of get it.
Got it.
And these people didn't know me and this is real talking, and I wish he would say something, is when they saw me and I saw them, and I said to the guy who invited me, these people must have some confidence in you. And they was from the dominant culture. Because I don't know where I'm going, and some of my family members do. And here I'm showing up for you. My point what I'm trying to make is this here, people. And I said to him how we can get ourselves in this strain, in this box, and we don't understand the power within us. Do you understand that? We have the power to become who we really need to be, but sometimes we're in the middle. And I said to him, the philosopher said this so well, how we can have ourselves in such a position that watch this, that we can't get away from. And we're afraid to let go because we don't know what's on the other side.
Fear.
And I said to him, the man said this, he said, the philosopher said, sometimes you go through stuff and there's two types of cuts you can get. A mugger can come and stab you 1 inch from the heart and you're dead. But the doctors can do a cataclysmic type of cut and do open heart surgery, take your heart out, lay it on the table and work on it and put you back from the machine and put your heart back in and tap it until it lives. There's a type of cut we get. We get a cut to kill and a cut to heal. The mugger cut was the cut to heal, but the surgeon cut was the cut to heal. Surgeon cut was cataclysmic. The mugger cut was just a 2-inch scar. One is in the hospital and one is in the morgue. Do you get the point?
Oh, yeah.
So in relationships, how are we being cut and how are we being divided? The black man has to go in to the marketplace and he has to work to provide for the family. And he's been there all day being degraded by others, and he has to come home and be degraded.
And cut again.
Thank you, Chris.
I couldn't stand that
So
shit.
this man cannot handle too many surgical cuts or mugger cuts because the woman is mugging him because he's paying the bills while she's hoeing in the daytime.
Mhm.
So I am apprehensive about who comes in my space. I ain't lonely. I'm alone. Don't get them mixed up. Because I can go to the streets, and I'm not that type. Y'all know me. I'm just talking for the show. I can go to the streets, and I think the streets got some of the most intelligent women who've been wounded and messed up. Damn devil just sent me. I wish I could show y'all. I'm going to show you on this phone. Gonna ask me, am I still mad? I ain't never mad, niggas. I don't like to use that word. My family be watching the show. They gonna stop.
Well,
They already told me.
now,
They
now,
won't-
now,
look, they didn't told me. They said, man, you say some stuff we can't.
now,
But
I
my
have
family-
It's the truth,
professional.
though.
now.
But it's the
truth.
truth. Am I right? No, let me finish because I want to say this. It's made me go. Here's the issue: is that why are black women always hunting?
What do you mean, like Matt?
They always hunting for. Look, Josh. Hold it. Let me handle
Spontaneous
this, guy.
agreeing with you. I see a nod.
Yeah, let me drive it. Let me run it in. I'm already. I got the tip
Put it in
down.
6th gear then. Go.
You trying to do that fisting, huh?
No, I ain't trying
Stop.
to. I'm just,
Man, y'all wild.
Here's
Yeah,
the
wild.
thing is, talking spontaneous, except for Joshine, how you, on all the listeners we have on this show, you wind up with 3 of the most not pretty men. We don't have pretty men on the show. Pretty men are punks.
Yeah.
We got handsome, strong black men. I
And
tell
ain't nothing
men,
but salt in this tank.
there's
No
not a
sugar.
day in my life that I don't meet black men that see me, that know me. And I said, man, I said one today to a millionaire, multimillionaire, who bought, him and his wife bought the Natural Hair Show to Houston, Texas arena, NRG. They used to come sit here in my house and talk to me every year. Miss Jessie, that's how I learned about that product. Came talking some stuff, misunderstood, might be talking about spontaneous. You familiar with Miss Jessie products?
Yes.
All right, I was part of that, bringing all that stuff in and spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a book. And when I learned something about the black woman, it's what I'm trying to get to. You've learned, there's a difference. I have learned, and I saw him today, long story short, and I said to him, and we both folded dirt. I said, man, good to see you. I started like your logo, and good to see you. And I said, you're handsome as you're going to be. You're a good-looking black man. I tell men that, but do you get my point?
Mm-hmm.
And when you can speak like that, you sure your sexuality.
Of course.
Now, I know what I like. Not you don't know. I'll tell you.
You've been telling us.
No, you
this
just
whole damn-
going the other way because the other way is an exit. I ain't trying to come into an exit.
Going the wrong direction. You like,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Anytime you get into that business, you into
Well, you
an
know,
exit.
some-
Now
you
let
know,
me talk, Doc. Y'all
Well,
quiet as
I-
a church
I-
mouse. Now all of a sudden
I
y'all
just
got
want to
something
bring
say.
up the fact that someone made a comment. I'm able to look on another screen since I'm having some technical difficulties.
Well, bring that lady in. Bring Miss Reed. Send her the message. I want to hear
Well,
what she
I'm
got to
reading
say.
one on another screen.
She
that-
said, "Bring me in, please. Bring her in, man." I want to see because she always got something foxy to say.
Yeah, I want to
What she say? What she say?
She told a man 2 minutes ago to bring her
I'm not
in.
talking about you, Baker.
Yeah. And right now we're going through technical difficulties right now. So
You ain't got no technical difficulty. Just send the link to me and I'll send. We need to upgrade. See, that's why we need some money. People, please put your Patreon. Go to Patreon. So
and it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
Some very equipment. We need some good equipment. Okay, and our regular guests need some good equipment. And I swear before God, and I hate to do that, and I do this for church, but we need some good equipment because we don't need to freeze up. We need to stand up and speak up and be up.
That's true.
That's for Viagra commercial.
That is true.
They need to send out some money. Okay, get some sponsors because we need to get. But bring her in. She's an educator, and she said, "Oh, some of y'all acting scared."
No, I ain't scared. We just our system is freezing up, as what Baker said.
Porn is not a business. Well, it must be on your end. You out there in cut and shoot Texas.
Texas.
No, we're gonna freeze up in the morning, and when we all come together.
I'm not about to play with y'all.
Yeah, now bring that woman in. Send her the link.
Hey, I just already explained that. The system is on my end. We having some issues on this end.
Who's your internet provider? Cricket. We got to be like the dominant culture. When they tried to take my president out, he went and got his own social media. They took him out for Twitter, and he went and got his own social. You don't know anything about that? Black people need to come together. I wait. We need to come together and build our homes and build our communities and build our mental health in our own community. And stop letting other people come into our community and taking our property, and they're building whorehouses and Chinese restaurants and massage parlors and nail salons. When we ought to have one of the powerful Black-owned internet providing companies, damn Xfinity, AT&T, and they're switching the prices and playing games with us.
Mm-hmm.
And we still letting the Chinese people clean our feet and our hands. And they still frying us fish and chicken. I don't get it.
Oh my God.
I'm tired of it.
You ain't got no damn sense.
They're in our communities.
What was the comment you about to show just them? Someone made a comment.
Yeah, so they're making comments. I need to I'll donate. Go to Patreon and donate. Cause if not, I got a Slash app, whatever it's called. What is it called?
Slash.
Because that's what they do. But look,
man.
we got some intelligence. Misunderstood you, man. I keep saying that woman name. That woman is talking about me.
That woman is in your head. What's going on?
I'm trying to find Baker right now. I be pulling on stuff. And I don't want too much stuff coming off when I go pulling on you and stuff.
Oh, God.
Choking and stuff. But I love my beautiful Black queens. And look, listen. Me and Joshine, we don't get paid, and Crystal, none of you guys get paid.
No.
I mean,
well, you.
That's you hear what she's saying?
I do too. I get paid. I ain't gonna lie. You just made me. Here's how you pay us. Support the businesses that we do. I mean, Joshine, the Patreon page has a host of guests and things that we do. Man, mute your phone. Who is that? That looks like host there. Man, what you doing over there? And them lights in the ceilings and bright lights look like me. My bed have that.
There you go.
What do you mean you got lights in the ceiling? What's going on?
In the ceiling
Hey, you know, it is what it is.
But look, here's my point. Here's my thing is that I understand what this show is trying to drive to. And this is a very sensitive topic. And not many of us want to be true about it and how we speak about it. And we're tiptoeing around it. Why powerful women wind up with weak men? And why powerful men wind up with weak women?
Mm-hmm.
And here's the issue is whatever you are, you're going to attract.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk to people and listen to them for 30 seconds. And they'll tell you how often they've been abused. Well, sometimes the victim is the perpetrator.
That's true.
And you won't know if you don't listen carefully and clear.
that kind of brings back this, like if you really want to change the people
Speak
that
on
you
that.
track,
I can hear you, but when you get old like me, you got to keep that prostate drained.
Oh,
I got to go.
oh my God, this guy. What I was about to say before
man. I drunk all this water.
When-
now
when
y'all
he-
want to wait while I pee and hear you, or y'all want me to
God.
just do it right here and stuff.
If you don't go to the
And get some
bathroom,
light.
no, we got it.
Y'all got it?
Yeah, we got it. Lord, he ain't got no damn.
Hey,
Okay, so what I was
but-
about to say is, if you want to change the people that you track, you change yourself. I think that really is what a lot of people. It goes back to accountability, and then looking yourself in the mirror. Because like we are talking about, ain't no good men or ain't no good women. This is not. Change yourself. Because I strongly feel like if you start loving yourself, building yourself, being happy about yourself, loving life and all that, you will naturally attract the right people. And 9 times out of 10, and let's be real about it, when you are happy like that, people are so negative and can't stand that kind of lifestyle and want to be all miserable. They don't want to do nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
so be it.
true.
Stay your ass away from me. I don't want to bring your ass and drama into my life.
That's true.
Keep that shit over there. My
That-
bank account
that is
gonna love
true.
that. Keep your ass over there.
But
The
as
women
as
that say
we come
they
into
find no good men,
and that's the biggest problem that I have.
are they secretly toxic? Because I
Secret.
seen somebody, they said, oh, I can't find this good man and this person. Every time I call me doing this and doing this. But I go look on social media, you toxic.
As hell. Or better, yeah, here's another one that gets me. Who wants to present themselves as an honorable woman and all that. And then you go on their social media, they putting the ass out saying all that shit. I'm like, the fuck? You want me to respect and look at you like this and you doing this shit in the streets? Oh, hell
What
no.
was your woman? What happened? I missed.
Meg ain't got no goddamn sense.
She was doing what?
She was in them streets. No, I'm playing.
Most of them are in the streets. If they in the streets physically, they in there mentally.
Yep.
And it's easy to get one off the streets,
Oh, yeah.
literally, than to get one off the streets psychologically, because that hoe is playing in her mind.
Mhm.
And the hardest thing to do is to scrape the streets out of the mind of a woman. Same thing for the woman. You can't scrape the street. You get a man, and women, y'all remember, I don't know if they still do it now, because you remember back in the day, they used to say when that man was a punk, I give him to me, I'll make him a man. Well, how you gonna make something a man and you can't even handle your little children with their little snotty nose and dirty pampers?
Ooh.
Give him to me, I'll make a man
you know
out
what?
of him.
I'm gonna go even deeper. And Jesse,
Yeah.
we talked about this too.
That's psychological. You can't make nothing.
A mother's
yeah.
look, this is gonna hurt. A mother's flaws is definitely exposed through her children. And they never want to count. Because however that child acts, if it's like fears, insecurities acting up, that isn't that damn mother.
Chris, now we joke about it.
We do, but that's the truth. But no mother wants to hear that.
You're right. Spontaneous. I'm going to pose this because you have a beautiful daughter, you said, right?
Yeah.
Jashim, I would pose that. And I have a son and a daughter. They're old as dirt, so you know I'm old. But here's one thing. Chris said something so powerful. I want y'all to hear this, people, in the trenches, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapback, your mama back, Snap, benefit cards, EBT, whatever, big backs, and all that. That sounds good with some gravy. But I want to pose this question to you. This. I was watching. Can I be honest? I got to tread very carefully. Y'all help me, because I told y'all I'm here because it's Friday night and I'm putting schedule with all kind of stuff that I have to do. It ain't nothing to be flaunting. It's just a everyday business for me for the last 30 years. And I was trying to tell this lady today, my schedule's always really till August now. Let's see what that thinks. But here's the thing. And this is a question I thought, I heard, is it Megan Thee Stallion?
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. So
See,
you about to start back on her.
Well, no, I'm just saying these people are teaching us something. I ain't saying it's good, but they're teaching us something. Because somebody teach you something don't mean what they're teaching you is good, but they're teaching you to understand you may not want to be here where I am. So good knees ain't gonna always be the case. Bad knees.
Mhm.
All right. I don't know, Ray. Joshing me to respond. Can I use the same link? Oh my God, this topic could have been so powerful if we remain. Well, we're trying to remain. This is in the trenches. We never remain the same. But you have people who the culture is attractive to. Hoes like, I mean,
You
Megan
said
Thee
it. Nah,
Stallion.
don't.
Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, Beyonce, and the rest of them. What do they tell? Because they got children, but what do they tell their grandchildren when their grandchildren grow up?
And they see
And they
all that.
and they say, "Mama,
Oh, I
so
can't
you
wait
was
for
a-"
that because I'm gonna be laughing my
Yeah,
ass
what
to
do you
bed.
tell your children, Sexy Red? When you and that other, I don't know if Sexy
When your
Red
cheeks
is
was all out throughout
well,
the internet, you
is
can't hide
Sexy
that from me.
Red the same loaded lady? And I need to someone said, Baker, you need to stay off TikTok.
TikTok up.
Yeah, and Ray, let me respond. How do you tell your grandkids and your children? I don't need. I let him nut in my guts and all that other stuff.
Well, somebody
And I
said
take a
something about
Cred
Megan Thee
B.
Stallion is they type.
I mean, I understand that. She my type
This
for a weekend, but she ain't the type I would wife. I mean, she's a rich hoe.
he said
She
something
ain't
like
no
that.
poor
You know
hoe.
what?
She's a
I
rich
agree.
hoe.
I agree with Baker on that one on the
Yeah.
weekend, but something to bring to the
I
household.
wouldn't
No,
marry her.
no.
I damn sure would. Excuse me, God forgive me. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord be with me. Surely wouldn't marry
Only for a
Sexy
fun-
Red. It
Hell
sounds
no.
good because I'm just watching what everybody watching. If you got 2 million, and that it's the same lady, Sexy Red, is she the same lady saying in my throat, and I just take my plan B in a perk or something? Spontaneous, that's your name.
I don't
Good
know.
luck.
I
Hey.
don't even listen to her.
Hey, look, good luck
Other
bringing
part
that.
B.
Hey, look, he's going to throw people in the loop. Good luck bringing that kind of person that says all that to your family or your own mother.
Yeah, I'm scared to bring them.
That's going to be scared. I'll be embarrassed.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring no hoes around my family. I mean,
You bet not.
all right, Cardi B too. Yes, ma'am. Cardi B
Okay,
too.
check this out. You
Bring
can
her
tell-
in. Joshine, bring Ray in if you can.
Yeah, we still.
We need to
working
get you
on it.
some government sponsored internet.
No, that'll make it worse.
Not after this, I can
Because she has
just
some good
hold off
points.
real quick and finish
We're
it.
on topic. We're trying to figure out why powerful women are hoes.
Yeah,
So check this out. You be in the entertainment business, you can't tell your kids anything because they ain't gonna go by what you tell them. They gonna go by what they see.
They see. Thank you. It's the truth.
You herself, anytime she's in a room with her kids, she's not playing that music that she's in for the other people.
What's she playing?
Hey, but I'm gonna add one to what you just said, or better yet, she can pretty much play like it doesn't happen. But let's say if you have a son and they go to high school, look, he gonna be minding his own business, and all of a sudden be like, "Hey, I'm gonna make up a name, John. Hey, John, ain't that your mother on this video? Oh shit!
I'll go to school.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll go to school. It's embarrassing. And you can't listen, people, and you can't get rid of that.
And for the individual want to get on, it's already been submitted to them in a message.
What? I want to gag. I want to choke. I want to touch that little thing back. I'm reading thing in swinging in my. Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, I like that. That's who said that?
Oh
I want to
God.
gag. I want to choke. I want you to touch that little thing.
That's man's
that's swinging. Y'all see it too. Don't act like it.
Oh, that's what Cardi B saying.
I mean, Cardi B. Yeah.
Well, I'm reading on the thing here. I got these screens running, so y'all don't think they made money. Who cares? Okay, most people don't care.
They made money. Don't care. Okay, let that be one of your daughters.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna be real. Then when it relates.
Wait till your son grow up and start treating women just like they are. Price tag.
That's what I'm saying. They all say they don't care until it pretty much hit home. Then it's gonna be something real.
They go in the grocery store and they switch the price tags.
Get that? They don't care, but guess what? Cardi Red, Sexy Red is going into schoolhouses.
She going to what? What is? Take me slow.
To high schools and middle schools, and she's sticking the middle finger
And then we
School?
wonder
What
why
school? What
our
school
kids
she
are
going
messed
to
up.
next?
See, this is what I'm talking about. Society. Now
She
schools
going to
are
the
allowing that
schools?
crap.
Really?
They are.
Yes.
No, they are. They are. Real talk.
Because I know Ratchet. I know HISD is Ratchet.
She is right. I would not dare let that damn woman come to my damn schoolhouse. Hell no. What kind of example is that? The fuck? And then you will have people be like, "Oh, but I'm not. Fuck you
See,
and her. Hell no."
This is
That's what's wrong with people
Josh,
today.
you need to let that ad roll for small, large, medium business. The processing company we deal with produces and pay out billions and billions of dollars every year in credit card process for small, large business. Here, got the link. And we give back money to help recovering hoes.
Hey, as we about to wrap up,
Keep hoes in their own place.
Wrap
Bring them
up.
home.
Wrap up.
You
They
better.
should have been wrapping up.
we about to close on this.
They
this
wouldn't be
hot
having.
topic.
No, let me talk, Doc. No, close now.
So,
Like
Chris,
a preacher.
they
Should have been wrapping up before Houston became the #1 syphilis capital of America.
I
They
thought
should
it
have been
was
wrapping
Atlanta
up.
at one point.
No, it's
Atlanta
scamming
has
Houston. They went from
always
ATL to
been
H-Town.
Atlanta has always been disease infected. Houston has been conservative. And
To
she
those
went
fools.
from conservative to extreme liberal.
To those
And
fools.
she
That's
ain't
all
even liberal.
California.
She's
That's
off
them
the
They
chart.
them fools
California
came over
folks.
here
Them damn
Yeah.
California folks.
and practicing unsafe sex and shit.
But
Yeah.
but let me at this close right now, Chris. What do you have to say? The final words you have to say on why powerful women choose to date men of lesser strength.
Ooh, you gonna put it on me? Look yourself. All right, look yourself in the mirror and be honest, because your own insecurity is what's really damaging the world. If you are the one that brings life into the world and impacts to your own children, either a son or a daughter, how about you fix yourself, and I promise you the world will heal.
Spontaneous. What about you to leave those that's listening and watching?
If you ask yourself this question, would you date yourself, or can you see yourself in a long-term relationship with yourself from a
We're
year
already there.
standpoint? And if the answer is no, that means you still got to do some work on yourself. And
I
stop
love me.
and start working on the inner you so you can stop damaging people you come across.
And of course, we got to put a limit on my brother. So we're gonna say, let's give him about 5 minutes counting. What do you have to say about this? Oh, I guess he don't have to.
Oh, me? I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
give 5 minutes. Give me 30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds.
And I may have to borrow a few seconds. I ain't lonely. I may be alone. And anything that I'm without is because I put it out.
Uh-oh.
There she go. We're going to extend. Listen, special broadcast. They breaking on this TV over here with Trump. They put a gag order just now. Breaking news. Breaking news. We have Ray South on the line. And but let me finish my comment. I may be alone, but I'm not alone. I may be without. It's because I put it out. What I would like to say, like I said, don't need 5 minutes, is that I think we need to create a show. And I know the last few weeks where we have been trying to bring some sense about this to understand the psychological state of the Black woman. Because they all sing the same song, just in a different beat.
That's true.
They need to be protected. They need to be loved and taken care of. Okay? I'm sick of that song. Okay? Whatever happened to who heals the Black man?
Oh, they don't want to talk about that.
No, don't shake your head like that man. Like we had
No,
the big
he-
dog.
I mean,
we had
he
the
has-
big
he
dog
has a
from
point.
CNN on the show.
Because
and
look
I was shaking
at the
my
difference.
head.
Look at the
And he
difference between
said,
Mother's Day and
"Donald,
Father's
you can
Day.
end this right now." He said, "Donald, we can end this right now if you're going to shake your head."
Uh-oh.
So I'll tell you, we can end this right now if you're going to shake.
Uh-oh.
That's what the man told me from CNN. You can shake your head if we can end this right now. Am I right, Jesse?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm rooting for him.
Here's my point: is
I'm rooting for Baker on this one. Keep going.
What we do, and where do we go when we're bleeding, but yet we're still leading? What we do when we're bleeding and we're still healing? We're bringing bread to the table. The children ain't naked.
Put pressure on it.
We already got a lot of pressure.
You put pressure on
But
it.
who do we know?
Go away.
You missed it. Where do we go when we're bleeding and still leading? When we're hungry and we're still healing?
But
and we don't get hungry like you
not
think
single?
hungry.
But are you
What?
single or are you not single when you're bleeding?
I ain't talking for me.
I'm not.
I just
saying,
said
I'm
I'm
speaking in
lonely.
general.
I'm alone.
Babe, can I
but
say
I'm not
something
lonely.
that make controversial?
Sure.
Are
Yeah,
you?
because we
They
got
go,
a meeting in the
hey,
morning.
look, this is what happens with a lot of men. They go to someone else who does give that support, another woman. Oh,
That's where
You're
you
doing
wrong. Then.
20%.
That's where
Oh.
you wrong.
oh,
That's
Oh.
silly. So now you're not listening to my question. You're just being defensive and not controversial. Because my question was like, okay, do you have support? Are you single? If you're hurt and you're wounded and you're looking for support, what is your status? Like, what type of support are you looking for? Like, are you single? Are you in a single relationship?
I put it like this. Look, I have
Chris,
been,
let me handle it. Let me handle this heavyweight here.
let me
This
tell you,
some
it is
powerful-
a, like, I
this
can
some
throw it into,
intellect
but
here.
I would say, look, I went through an experience where I was with someone and I didn't feel like I have a support because I felt like I couldn't even communicate to my own partner. Now that's horrible. If I can't talk to you, who the hell am I supposed to speak to? That's why I made that statement, not in a defensive way. Is like a lot of men, when they want to constantly talk to their support, they be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to someone else. I've been
So
asking you nicely, and then they leave.
So you
But don't get mad when he does that, and you don't want to be open to listen. That's all I'm saying.
My question. You answer my question because I'm like, well, what is your status? Like, are you single and you're wounded, or are you looking for support, or you have support? Like, I didn't understand. So now that I do, and you saying that someone doesn't support you, well, that's sad. That's bad. I get it. I will probably go to someone else too, but break up with that person. Break up with
that said that.
Why not break up with that person? No, I'm being realistic.
I agree. Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? Like, break up with that person. If that person don't support you, not necessarily you have to cheat on that person. If you've been conversing or having conversations with that person, your significant other, like, hey, I need support on this. I don't know what you're thinking. My heart is not the same as your heart. You know what I'm saying? So if you're bleeding on the inside, I can't see it till you bleeding on the outside. You would have to communicate. That's where communication comes in. If you hurting and you're not showing it, I don't know. I don't have the same mind as you. So you tell me. You know what I mean? And then we can work on it. Now, if that person not doing anything about it, and
after you communicate, that's what I'm saying. That's how I agree. Leave. Yeah.
Time to go. You don't even have to cheat. Go. Because why sit in shit? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Let me get my real.
No, that's good talk. That's good talk. Listen. Jashim, I sent a message to you on the corporate line. Here's the issue. Herein lies the issue, rather. And Chris said some very powerful things, and I'm not being pro-man versus pro-woman. Now, I do have a tendency. I am very, very, very extremely to the max prejudice. I am known to be very prejudiced. I'm prejudiced in my religion, I'm prejudiced in my relationship, and I'm prejudiced in my politics.
That is true.
And I'm going to keep it straight up. I prejudge stuff.
He being honest.
I'm just straight up. And so I'm pro-man. And because I think that the black man has always been buried alive and has to resurrect himself from the dominant culture, and he had to resurrect himself to his own house. He has heard his own household, meaning his wife, say negative things about him in front of his children, whether she's talking on the phone with a girlfriend, said, this man I got ain't worth a nickel.
Yeah,
He's
that
no
does
good.
happen. That
But
happens
you in
all
the
time.
house with him, and it can't be that bad. And you always want to leave, but you ain't got nowhere to go. And if you can't go to your mama house and your daddy house and grandma house and Mimo house and Pawpaw house, and you can't go to the shelter house, something is wrong in your whole house.
Ooh.
Something wrong with you. If you don't have nowhere to go and nobody wants your ass except the person that you with,
Ooh-wee.
something wrong with you.
And that's one thing. Never, never, never. Women, listen. Let me help you with something. Us men, bad English but good theology. Us men run from needy women.
Mm-hmm.
Because needy women have a lot. She will come with 9
Baggage.
kids and
There we
swear
go.
before
Baggage.
God.
There you go.
Look, she'll come with 9 kids, and they're all 20 years old, and
Trying
you
to
ain't
run the
known her
house.
for 1 year, and she swear that you ought to support her with them.
And this is the crazy part, because us women do the exact opposite. We'll take in a needy man and try to bring them up and make them something.
I need something to eat right now.
And that's the top.
That's
and
a good argument.
That's why I asked that question.
That's why I'm going back to it. I had to do this. I had to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I had to get ghetto on this Friday. You know,
you have to look. This is in the trenches. That's a good argument.
And this is where I am. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just listening because you actually are making a good point, because a lot of times y'all are naturally nurturing and healing, nurturing, and to help them, because you see something within the guy that he don't see within himself, and you're hoping that he becomes that. And I think that also is an issue, because then you have guys that don't just choose not to. You can't make a person change unless they want to change themselves.
Exactly. Thank you.
Chris, can you give us some kind of rap or poet?
And you pick them up
something?
and get them off their feet. Guess what? All those years that you had did that for them, for most, they will go and pick the person that they really want.
Matrimony. What was that? No, acrimony.
Girl, be quiet about that show. That was the devil. I'm scared now. Still,
as a hero.
Acrimony.
That's the devil. That show was the devil. That was demonic.
That movie.
It really was.
Yeah, it was the demonic.
Part 2 to come out.
Oh, there's going to be a part 2?
Oh, man.
That homosexual or punk or whatever y'all want to call it. Who wrote it? Is he going to do it now?
He's not going there. I hope he does one, though, because it was really a good movie. It had a lot of valid points.
What point did you like? The manipulation point?
To this topic. You know what? I was actually on both sides. I could not choose a side because both of them had valid points.
No, he came in wrong.
I'm sorry?
He came in wrong. He saw a woman in a vulnerable state, and he took advantage. She saw all the cards open, and she refused. No, he caught her at the right moment. Black men, white men, Chinese men, Vietnamese men, except Nigerians. But women will give you cues when they're exposing their cards and showing.
Yeah.
My question is this here. Why are 21st century women are still looking for a 21st century black man?
You
say, well, what you talking about?
18th century, 19th century?
Well, somebody ought to be ahead. My point is, why are we still choosing what's not choosing us? See, we conformed. Listen, I'll make it plain.
Okay.
We conformed to slavery, and y'all still begging for reparation. And everything that they owe us, they don't really owe us. Quit blaming white America for something that was done to it, and you weren't even here when it happened. And I think that's how
black go in reverse.
Well, listen to what I'm trying to say.
Nah,
stop whining about something that happened to you, And I look at black women like this. To have someone in your life like me, it's a gift from God. Most of you lack Madonna Baker. No, I'm real. And most of these women
It's
out
just
here
keep going though.
are so deprived physically, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, financially. By the time they get around to you black men, they broke, they depressed, and it deals with the bees, all the bees, all the bees.
The world is and
broke babies and bipolar.
Century,
Most black men are raising some other men children.
Okay. But this
But
is
that
the
ain't
one,
no,
like
that
you
ain't
said,
okay.
no,
you don't just slide that in.
This is the
you don't
21st
slide that in.
century.
That's like a rape victim. Okay.
Majority of it. And you know what's crazy?
No,
a lot
we need
of
to stop
men,
raising that
a
man
lot
kids.
of men these days are actually taking responsibility. And there's a lot of single men. And there's a lot of women who are willing to take care of men. Sorry, not single men, single fathers who are willing. There are quite a few single fathers these days in this century.
That maybe
it's growing.
Wait. I think
it
is growing.
There's a lot of single men,
single fathers
who are taking care of another whore's children. Is that what you're saying?
No. She's saying what's going on is an increase of single fathers who's taking care of their own children without the mother.
I don't hang around folks that don't do that. My single friends and men, they take care of their kids. And that's why I get twisted and lost in this.
What I'm saying. But I'm saying excluding the mother because the mother isn't part of their life. You know what I mean? So now, but there are women who are accepting that as well. Like, I feel that women reciprocate. You know what I mean? We are all in the same boat. We may see things differently, but we're all in the same boat. Now, this is the thing. We got to figure out how we're going to get together. We got to figure out how we're going to come together and see eye to eye or at least compromise.
So let me say this. I'm gonna rephrase what Baker was saying and I guess put it in my own way and a little bit better. I think the thing is we have to see each other
to
as
me a little bit better. As though I didn't
because you blunt at times. We gotta we need to see each other as a gift to each other to grow in union. Because I think when we put in our mind like, oh, I'm helping you or you lower than me, it's this power struggle. You're not working together in union. There's a push or like I'm trying to control you or you're the weak one. And that's always was, I think, causing a lot of tension. And especially in today's world, I think once we get to the point of like, okay, she's a gift to me or like he's a gift to me. Let's work together. We may have our flaws or, we may miss up, but we're going to work and figure this out together. Well, I think when two people get to that mindset to work things out, things start working as it should be because nothing is perfect. But when you both have the mindset as working together through things collectively, it goes as it should be. Instead of I'm the one being in control of this.
Black women.
What's that?
I think black men, a lot of us single black men, have been a counselor to other single black women who come in with a lot of baggage that we didn't create. And we have to constantly speak in her ear at night, even after being intimate with her, and to tell her everything's going to be all right when he is not the perpetrator. The perpetrator been gone at your life for 10 years and you still bringing in this new relationship and it's damaging and we can't get past that.
You
blaming him.
Can we just go back? Like, let's go back to this topic. Now, back to what Chris was saying, not dogging on you, Baker, but so I think it's when the woman makes when the woman is making too much money or makes money and she's with a man who doesn't make as much money. I think that kind of is like a power struggle for a man. And that's when It
I
shouldn't
see
be.
what it
Right.
shouldn't be, but that's what the world. I'm gonna continue, but that's what the world pushes, and I can't stand that shit. It's like money should not be issue because let's be when you and together, especially in marriage, rich or poor, sickness and all that, that should be out the window because
you got
I can be
also-
rich. I can be rich as hell today, and then life is gonna happen. I think people don't understand life is going to happen, like it or
but
not.
there's one thing about this whole thing from what I'm listening and what I see is simple. One, people, like they said, people don't know themselves, right?
Mhm.
And two, because they don't know themselves, they jump into a relationship with someone else that don't know themselves.
And yeah,
Then that causes
bumping heads.
conflict. Not only does they cause conflict, they are not willing to compromise because they are selfish. They're both selfish. So they're both accountable for being selfish and having the ignorance mentality of not seeing what they need to see to be able to be better and work together. I think
You
that's
do have a point. You do have a
that-
great point on that because you can be selfish on your own, but when you work, when you with someone, you can't do that. Or speaking to the fellas, what happens when you be selfish on a team? You can score all the damn points, but your team is gonna lose.
There's
Mhm.
no I in team.
You're gonna lose.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh, I dropped 55 points and your ass is lost in the playoffs.
and see, and that's the whole concept right there. And the other part to like going back to the topic is very simple. It's sometimes it's not about the money, it's more the mentality.
Mentality is the biggest thing I think today.
Because
I think that's the driver.
I don't give a damn if a woman or my wife is making more money than me.
I can learn from her.
It's coming
and
into
we
the
can
same
come
household.
together. Yeah.
So we can work together. Whether let's if you're making more money than me, okay, you pay all the bills. And my check, hey, let's save that for a rainy day or for the.
But you know how many women who will not do that?
But
they will look at
you have to work together. But
you know how many
it goes
men
back to that selfish mentality. No matter what, and always it's a power struggle.
You know, Otis ain't saving no money,
huh?
Otis ain't saving no money.
Yeah, Otis ain't.
Oh my God!
So I mean, it's just that thing. That's the biggest problem. I mean, why try to control something you have no control over? That's the other factor.
Oh, we talked deep on that one.
That's the other factor. I cannot control something, so why am I getting pissed off for something I can't control? Now that's showing your ignorance.
And it's a power struggle, I think, especially for men because they're dominant, or at least they're supposed to be. And when they can't control something, or they're not used to something, or they haven't experienced a situation, they panic, and because they can't control it. And then I think that's when the woman should be the backbone and have him calm down and to think and be their support system. But yeah, I think that's where it happens.
But
I think pride is the issue too.
Still,
I know I feel like
attaches themselves to men that are lesser strength than them, and I'm bringing that back home because I have constantly seen, and I'm tired of seeing women that are strong, knowing that the individual has no way on the same mental
that's insecurities.
level.
I'm trying to. We talked about this earlier. That's insecurities.
No way of wanting to grow, but you pick a sorry ass motherfucker.
Woo! Thank you. You in the trenches.
Father, we thank you.
Say it.
That's not. This is how I feel. That is he's wasting space. He's wasting air.
Not doing anything. And
he's wasting time that you cannot get back. Most importantly, you can't get time back. That's pressure.
Oh my God.
Hell no.
Yes, you can.
Hell
that
no.
sound good. I can show you how to get. Do you
I
want
don't
to pay?
speak
I'll
on
tell you how to get time back.
But I have experienced that in my younger days.
You can't get time back.
And it took me 12 years.
No, it's not.
It's gone.
To get past.
Go to bed and wake up tomorrow. It's a new.
You in the next day. You can't go back and rewind the time.
Exactly.
Come on now.
You can't get time back.
That's gone.
Time waits for no one.
Exactly. That's why I tell my kids
of changing things. Time has a way of changing things, and time waits for no one.
No one.
So you are absolutely right. But I can tell you the reason why that woman or that strong woman picks that weak man is because a lot of times, most men, majority men,
Oh, you know, you're gonna blame it on the men now.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying all men. I have to be specific. They don't want that strong woman because that strong woman is going to speak her mind. And in certain situations, when that woman does not bend or fold because of her strength, that man, it feels like a power struggle. He's like, man, I'm dating one of the niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, in so many words.
Let me.
Well, but
that
goes back to what Baker was saying.
But
that goes back to what Baker was saying.
So let me add on
in regards to how and Spontaneous kind of indicated that is how a parent raised them. It's a reflection on how the parent raised them.
I definitely got to speak on this one. All right, but like this, look. I love and respect the woman who's not afraid to speak her mind. I'm open to communication, but the problem I do have is when it's disrespectful. Like I will listen to you. We can act as adults, but I just got to speak from my own experience. But when it gets disrespectful, I'm completely shut out. Like, can't we communicate as adults and work through this together? But once you start throwing an attitude, I don't want to hear your shit no more. Like, why? I can respect the person. Like, if you may have a stronger points or more experience, okay, I'll listen. I gotta learn. But when you start being disrespectful, and then you start, which is a quick slug I hear too many times, and you say, "Oh, you're not a man," and I'm trying to listen to you, I'm cut off. I'm shutting down. I'm not listening to you at all because now you're disrespecting me.
That sucks. You need to find somebody else in that situation. You know what I mean?
A girl, not a girl.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
So what do y'all want from us good-looking black men?
Nobody cares. I don't. You know what?
Oh, you about to say nobody cares. Call it.
It's not even about looks, man.
Here's what I need you beautiful black women to do.
No, let us speak, Baker. Let us speak. Go.
Men
trying to get us something for tomorrow, man. You ain't letting me talk. I'm trying to get us paid.
Approach me, but the point is, I'm like, what do you do for a living, or what are your goals? What are your ambitions? Like I asked them off the rip, and it's pushy. They look at me like, oh, well.
Well, let me ask you two beautiful black
I don't think it's pushy because I feel like a guy, even if he's in the building stage, if he's secure about it and confident about himself, he should have no issue saying that. Because let's say if I'm I know my goals and I'm building up to the point, and if I say that, and you pretty much find out, let's say you don't see that, but I know where I'm going, I know I'm putting the actions behind to reach those goals. I'm like, you're not for me. Goodbye. I know where I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna connect with you. You're gonna be wasting my damn time. But if I know I'm putting the actions in and you actually see the vision I'm going to, okay, maybe y'all can do something together. But if I become transparent and confident in myself, which is what a guy should be doing, when you just dismiss it, bye. I'm not gonna waste my time and energy.
And so again, it's not looks. Like I've met some very charming men, but when I ask them about their goals and ambition, they think they can get by on looks, and that don't
looks is going to deteriorate.
I'm telling you. So
we all gonna get old, start losing teeth and stuff. But listen,
and
not me.
Really
I'm never going to grow old. Listen, women, I feel so sorry most of the time for you guys, and I've lost my luster and desire
and not luster
for you people. I think because I look for, I don't want a kitty cat no more.
Oh God!
And so I don't look for women that's whining all the time talking about what's been happening. But you black women need to come up a scale. I mean, you're not a product that most of us really want. Most black men won't tell you that. I tell you the truth. Galatians, let me talk. Galatians chapter 16. If you read your Bible, pull up. Let me see which one of y'all can pull up that real quick. And Galatians chapter, and I ain't looking at no Bible. I'm looking at a man that need to pay me, who was paying me, and I'm trying to tell nigga send my money, or I'm gonna have your mama left leg cut off.
Hell no.
because the right leg got sugar diabetes in it.
You know, it be the most people who know.
Pull
about
up
it,
Galatians
but don't
chapter
live up to it.
16, spontaneous, since you don't want looking that net go laying to the left.
I'm not about to.
You weak? You vulnerable tonight? Are you ovulating?
Oh, no, someone get back.
Oh, what the
Me?
Pull up
hell?
Galatians chapter 16 and I'll be
I'm
quiet.
on my phone. I can't.
Well, what kind of stuff is that? Chris, go ahead. Read
I'm
that.
listening to y'all. I'm listening to y'all.
Man, pull up Galatians chapter 16.
Lord,
A
have
man
mercy.
that don't work it, he don't.
No,
eat.
no, read that one.
He don't
Man, now I
grind.
gotta
Don't
find it.
shine. No if and
Galatians
bottom
16 says, have I therefore become your enemy? Because I tell you guys the truth. And the truth is that black women is not something that's wanted by black men.
You leaned up on your own understanding on that one.
No, I ain't either. I'm
Oh
leaning
my
up on what
God.
these men tell me. He said, Baker, these black women, a lot of problems. And y'all do. Y'all
You
come with a lot of
need to go
problems.
on a Christian retreat.
Y'all come with a lot of problems.
Let me try to clean it up. I think what
Y'all
Baker's
come with a
saying
lot
is
of
like
problems.
the
Y'all come
women
with
who
a
are
problem.
toxic
Y'all come
and
with
want
low
to
credit
pretty much
scores and-
portray an
and-
image are the ones that are destroying men of today.
And
I
you
think
know
that's a
what?
little bit
That's
better.
vice versa. And I think there's a lot of women who date toxic men and they be trying to detoxify their ass.
But like we all said, in especially in this particular topic, they choose to be with that toxic man,
Choice.
which is going to destroy who and what they are if they are in a position that
Does
is
it destroy or does
higher,
it pretty much expose who they
and
are?
knowing that this man is already exposing themselves, showing his weakness, his vulnerability, his insecurity, or his jealousy, and things of that nature, but you still go forth on it in a dream or in a fantasy, thinking that you can save him when he doesn't want to be saved, but
saved.
all he wants to do is ride your coattail and stay at home, spend your money, have you
But
to
just
cook,
him, or not just, but
and
adding to your
hang
point.
out with his boys or whatever, and not want to better himself or add value to a relationship.
But
or
ain't
you
that a
had-
reflection of themselves? And again, it goes both ways.
I think that people, this is what I think. I think if a man loves you, that if he
now you got to define what is love, because not a lot of people throw their word out so much they
Right.
don't really know what actual love is.
Let me explain that, because even if I don't know what love is, I'll prove it to that person without, even if I don't say it, a person can show it. So if it's a sorry ass man, and he don't,
No, he's in the trenches.
when he didn't do nothing for that female, he didn't do nothing for that female, but he's a little bit good with that one, but still fail. When he gets to that right female, he is going to do the right thing.
You know what?
Now,
I think that people, excuse me, while I'm gonna finish, I'm one or two more sentences, I'm gonna finish. I think that sometimes when you mesh with a person or when you get with a person, maybe y'all two together is toxic. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got one person that's not toxic, one person that's toxic, get together toxic.
Yep, like them.
What I'm saying, some people just don't mesh.
Yeah.
Okay,
match, yes.
So let me ask you this, based on what you're saying. You're saying the action demonstrates love, but sometimes the action does not demonstrate love. It's just, let me just go through the motion. So how can an individual actually know and distinguish between the love and actual genuine love, unconditional, versus let me go through the process and pretend? Because you have good people that lies, and what I mean, and give you an example. Look at how messed up the government is. We vote for the best lying person in the world, and we elect, and we do it every election year, and the United States is screwed up. So if everybody is in that mind frame of always lying like that, then how can you distinguish between the lying and true, authentic love?
Okay, so let me say something. Let me say something. I think that's I'm gonna go from, I guess, psychology kind of view. If you really think about it, how you are raised, what you see through your parents' experiences, and much more, I feel like forms your own vision or perspective of what you define as love. And that's different for everybody. And I think what happens is we go through our own experience, life journey, and much more, and what our parents taught, what we see on TV, music, and all that much more. And we say, in our own mind, we're like, this is what I define as love. And everybody individually does the same thing. And then when you have two different people come together, and then we'll just use a toxic one, for example, who have two different perspectives of what they find defined as love, then there's a clash because it doesn't line up. And I think that's what caused a lot of disruption, because everybody has their own view of what they define as love. And I think what happens when it works is, like, let's say there may be small differences, but they can compromise enough where they can actually work together.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that closure. That was very similar.
Is
to
that person leaving you better off, or is that person draining you?
Now it's hard to come back from being drained. You have to have some major support. I can vouch for that, and Baker knows I can vouch for that one. But it's hard being drained. You got to have some hellified support to bounce back from that. But allowing yourself to be drained, damn.
You become trigger happy.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'm speaking on my mind. Look, I'm working on myself right now, but I'm saying you become trigger happy because it's a reminder.
Seriously. But anyways, yeah. So I wouldn't personally, I would never put myself in a situation like that ever again. I think it's unhealthy. And I think the first time you see signs of it, leave. If you don't know what love
y'all
is,
gonna destroy each other.
What is love? What is love?
That's going back to what I was saying earlier.
And that goes back to what I was saying.
I don't think anybody know what love is. I really truly don't, because everybody leans up on their own understanding.
That's what I was saying. That everybody has their own perspective.
And whatever suits them or what they're comfortable with, or say, hey, this person sees love like I see love, then I think that's who they tend to be with, or who they tend to stick.
In another way, that's what I was saying.
I think they know the superficial love, but they don't understand the love that is not superficial.
Yasim, you're married. What is love?
Love is when
love is that slug. Yeah, I'm
love is to me is unconditional. Like my wife.
I was about to say that too.
No matter what she says or does, no matter if I agree or disagree, I'm gonna always have her back. I'm gonna love. I'm gonna protect. I'm gonna do every single thing I can. If someone is pointing a gun at her or something like that, I'm gonna jump in front and take the bullet for her. I'm gonna give my life for her.
Who has the power? Who has the power?
I ain't there yet.
Let's dive in deeper.
Who's strong? Who's the strong one?
Who's the strong one?
I ain't taking no bullets now. I ain't there.
Honestly,
I ain't ready to go.
we're both strong, but we also have our weakness, and so we feed off each other. Whatever my weakness is, and she's strong in, I throttle back, and whatever she's weak in, and I'm strong in, she throttles back. So we work together and we balance each other. But a lot of couples do not do that because they're so wrapped into self and not realize they are in a relationship. And I used to always tell my wife in the beginning, we are a team. It's no I, it's we and the word team. That's what we need to be focusing on.
I understand.
So that took a lot of practice, right? That took practice though.
But I ain't ready.
Oh yeah, we had our ups and downs. But the thing about it is, when we went through our trials and tribulations, we never lost sight of the goal, the purpose. We never lost it, and we never gave up.
Did you set a goal?
That's rare.
Did y'all set a goal and kept your eye on the goal in ups and downs, or reminded each other of the goal?
Of course, and the biggest goal was the fact that one of them is never to be like how our parents. We have to be better than our parents. We have to be better than our grandparents. We have to be better than those in the past. And we teach our kids, you have to be better than us, because we're not perfect. We make our mistakes, so you learn from our mistakes.
You stand off alone, Baker?
And you teach your kids to be better than you.
You want to hear?
So that is how we view and we handle and we talk and we teach our own kids. And that's our goal, because you if you don't even have money, at least you have a legacy in that sense of family, of togetherness, of genuine love in someone
Fox
that's
News.
in need.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's exactly my point. You have to find somebody who compliments you, or you have some type of agreement of what love is. You both of y'all have a
Here
vision.
lies the thing
Even though
I
you
want.
probably grew up different,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We grew up differently.
I want to
Right.
ask a question.
but you complimented each other and where you lacked, and then you built up on that. So you all
Listen.
didn't know or had your own definition of what love is, but you built up on that love and created your own definition of love as one. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yes, it does.
That's
You
the
always
beautiful
make
thing.
sense. I want to ask, does this make sense?
Uh-oh.
We got spontaneous queen, and of course, the beautiful, my bloodline, my family line. When you see her, you see me. You mess with her, you mess with me.
Oh.
You kick her, I cut your throat. I kill your mama. If you kill my cat for that, this bloodline. I have a question. Y'all been talking tonight, and me and Yashim and the coming into retirement Pip, Chris Holmes.
I knew he was gonna find something to say.
We meeting tomorrow in the morning. Can y'all bring us some food to eat? Some snacks?
Saying us?
Yeah, I'm talking to y'all.
Better yet, I'll cook for you.
Well, we need this for breakfast, right, guys?
Oh yeah, breakfast.
We're gonna meet with a group of veterans and stuff, and we're actually gonna be north of Houston. Am I correct?
That is correct. Tomorrow
In the
morning.
morning, when I rise, I'm gonna be in the morning.
With Project Healing Waters, which is a nonprofit organization for veterans.
And they bringing me from way from my undisclosed location.
So awesome.
And I got to do something that I don't know to do. I got to go fill up a cooler with what I'm supposed to bring. I didn't forget.
What time?
Oh my God, this guy's
ice and water.
What
ice
time?
and water snacks on 0800.
Gotcha.
Woo, Lord, man, I got to leave here at 6 o'clock in the morning.
You're gonna have to send me the address so I can come and support.
I may have to get me a little bit tomorrow.
Oh man,
Y'all queen, let's see that queen in y'all. Spontaneous, y'all can meet me halfway in the morning and bring us some lunch. What they call lunch meat or Lunchable?
No, he did not.
And I got the water and stuff. If we need wine, I do pray. I can turn that into wine, but don't worry about no wine.
No, he did not.
He talking about don't turn into no
But
wine.
here's the thing: is Ray said something so beautiful. Is this? Now, James is looking for a wife, sound like, because she says she is fine. Who are you talking about, man? Do anybody know James Davis?
No, I don't know James Davis.
Okay, it sound like he need him a wife. He says she is fine. Who are you talking about? We know you got to be one of these women on here. I mean, Joshim ain't fine, and surely Chris is not.
You know,
I'm handsome.
Yeah.
We don't have pretty men on the show.
I'm handsome.
No, yeah. You know, now Chris might be pretty Ricky or something like that.
Here we go. Just because I be on the mic, I'm handsome, right?
Okay.
I like shake and bake.
And these two beautiful women,
I like thighs and
they
breasts.
done been through enough. They don't want no nigga mess.
This topic was so powerful to me. It was so interesting. I just wish we could have elaborated more on it, but
we're gonna have
part
some more.
3.
We're gonna come
this
back
was awesome.
because I really want to really discuss more. I know we had fun. We got off topic a little bit. We jumped back on, but I think this is a topic that we need to continue to discuss because it's a issue constantly. So as we roll on out, as I always said, don't be bitter, be better, then execute. See you in the next episode.
Love y'all.
You've been listening to In the Trenches. Real, raw, plain speak, without all the political correctness. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review. And we'll be back soon. But in the meantime, reach out to TS&F Consultant and Management on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So long for now from In the Trenches.